Hello there, my name is Karonde if you're new here, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. So today I'll be talking about my top favorite, well, my top three anime, my top three anime. I'm not talking about for anybody else. So before anybody comes at me, this is my opinion and the ones I like so far from what I've watched. And I've watched quite a lot of anime. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. So I'm gonna start from the bottom of the list. So I'm gonna start from three, but at the bottom of my list is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Now it's not at the bottom of the list for a bad reason. It's just the two ahead of it I like a lot better. But I mean not a lot better, but like it's in order for a reason. But I'm not saying it's bad just because it's three. But I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Honestly, I get so much hate for even watching it, but it makes me laugh. I don't really care if it's goofy, but I love the art style. It makes me laugh. And I like the character diversity, like from anywhere from, JoJo, literally, well, Jotaro in Japanese, Avdol, he's from like the Middle East, Kakyoin, I think he's Japanese, but like, as you see more and more characters come and go, there's like diversity, different styles, like they all built the same kind of low-key, but like I like their fashion, hairstyle, that stuff. Like I know you should, and that's not why I watch the anime, don't get me wrong. I actually pay attention to like the plot and stuff, but that is honestly a good plus. It's a plus. But other than that, like I really like the different types of stands, the abilities. Like I like to learn about that type of stuff. It's like I like how as you continue to go through the series, more and more different types of stands get introduced, like stuff that you never heard of before, that you didn't even think could be possible. Like I don't know, it's just cool. Dio, and let's just say me and Dio, well, I was gonna say have beef, but we really had beef, then I wouldn't win that beef, but we have beef, so there's that. But that's my bottom of the list. So that's three JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and let's move on to the next one. So my second in the top three is going to be Hunter x Hunter. Now Hunter x Hunter, me and that anime, honestly, I had trouble watching it at first. I'm a person, I'm not very patient. Like the first arcs, I was like, man, this is going slow. Like my boyfriend really had to tell me, keep watching it, or like, yeah, like the good stuff. Like it wasn't bad. It just, I don't know. When I first started watching anime and stuff, I don't know what I was expecting. But after we got through like I don't know what the arcs name are. Honestly, my memory is just bad, so I don't even try to remember that stuff. But after we got through the first few arcs and got to like, I don't know, not the middle, but like after they got their actual license, that's when I was like, okay, this is actually my show. Like keep this on, don't turn it off. Now it's literally a classic. I started rewatching it, but I'm still rewatching it. My favorite arc is honestly the Chimera Ant arc. Like everybody was going crazy in that arc. In Hunter x Hunter, it's number 2 on my list, but it is the only anime, even to date, to make me actually like, at the end of the Chimera Ant arc, when oh my gosh, but this is spoilers obviously. I mean I'm putting label spoilers. But when I don't know the little girl's name, but the little girl that played Goofy with Merwin, King Merwin, when they were together, that little scene, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, but like the end of the Chimera Ant arc, so after all the stuff happened and them two were together and it was just that black screen and they were talking, I bawled my eyes out. Like I'm not gonna say Merwin was my favorite character because he is him, but I seen his progress and stuff, and like I don't know, something about them two, even the little girl, she didn't do nothing, but she was there to the end. Oh my gosh, I lost it. I was crying. I don't know why I cried so hard, but it just has a special place in my heart. So there's number 2, Hunter x Hunter. Let's move on to my top of the list and explain why. So my number 1 favorite anime out of all the animes I've watched has to be Death Note. Like Death Note just brought the vibes for me. It was one of my first animes that I watched because I wanted to try to watch stuff that seemed classic. I didn't know what it was about. I never really heard about it, but I I was like, I mean, this looks kind of interesting. Like, just from, the, the screen. I mean, the anime cover, cover art, whatever you call that. But just from that, I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. I had no idea what I was in for. But, like, that's my favorite. From the music, the tone they set, the music is a banger. Like, I still listen to some of the tracks randomly, like go on YouTube, go search up some of the tracks just because it sounds that good. Like, definitely, they was in the studio going crazy on this one. But, like, other than that, the plot, like, that is just interesting. Like, oh, I like thrillers because it's kind of a thriller. I mean, a thriller anime, but it had my heart racing on the edge of my seat. Like, I was like, they gonna find like they know you care. L was interesting, but the smarts that they had, like, it's just something about each character that I was like, it's just something about you. I want to see what happens next. Not necessarily that I like each character specifically. Like, even with Misa, she wasn't my favorite. Like, but I'm just saying, like, each character just made me want to see what happens to them specifically next, because each one of them obviously had a different ending, if you know what I mean. But that show overall, like, everything, the art style, the mood, the music, the plot, is just a 10 out of 10 across the board for me personally. So that's why Death Note is at the top of my list. So that is my top 3 anime. I do plan on making more anime type videos because that's what people seem to like to watch from me. Between YouTube and TikTok, every time I post an anime video, yeah. So I'm planning on doing more anime content, but I'm gonna continue doing spirituality content, art content, any content I like. I'm gonna try to post at least twice a week, and I'm gonna differentiate the content I post. Like, maybe on a set day, like maybe Mondays I post anime content, Wednesdays spirituality content, or like a podcast or sit down content, like, something like that. And on Fridays, maybe if I do decide to post 3 times, that can be like an extra content, like some of my random stuff. Like, I do art, makeup, I game, I stream sometimes, so I could do stuff like that. But thank you for being here, and I hope you liked this video. And if you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Make sure you click a card at the end so you can also see some more content from me. I do have content already up, and I just thank you for being here. Excuse me. So have a good one, and thank you for watching again.